Hello everyone, welcome back to this channel. This is day 8 of our React JS full course. In last video, we learned about forms in React. Today we are going to learn about most important topic of hook in React, which is useEffect. If you want to fetch data from API, run code when the page load or handle side effects mainly, then useEffect is something you must to understand. Earlier, when we use class component, we use the side effect using like component did mount, component did update, and like this. But in the functional component, we use React hook, and in which we are using use effect for showing the side effect. What actually is the side effect? Side effect is anything like we are rendering the page. Then let's suppose I want to render a page. On rendering this page, I want to print something on console that page is loaded. And if I change any component, I want to mention it in the console that the page is updated. Like this. These are some side effects. Uh, there are mainly three type of uses in use effect. Let me give a simple example here. First of all, I am importing use effect use effect here and making a function app app and returning it here. I meant to export default default app. Okay. Now, uh, here I want to return like I'm returning something. Let's say if okay. Let's suppose here I can say hello world for checking it whether it is working or not. npm run dev. Okay, working. It's working. Let's suppose I want to print something when the page is loaded. Let's suppose I'm writing this is the basic syntax. I'm writing use effect and then arrow function here and writing a code like this is the very basic syntax for writing use effect. I write here console dot log and here I'm writing page is mounted. Okay, here in inspect, let me check. It is showing page is mounted, but it is showing twice. Why it is showing twice? Because we are using strict mode here. If we comment out this, it will print only once because React once check the everything is working fine or not, and then it will render. That's why it is printing twice. But if we convert it into the normal mode, it will render once only. Now, this is one of the way to use effect. Here, what is its mean? There is the importance of dependency. If I write, I can write it here like I am writing nothing here, nothing. Like it can be like this. Now it will also work. But what it's mean? It's mean every time if anything will change in this component, it should work. Like if I'm making a button which is uh which is have a function, let make a use state here, use state, and I'm going to write owns and count comma set count and use state. The initial value is 0 and I want to print it here h1 and here count. Okay, it should show a value of count here, and I want here that change the value of count to count plus 1. And is there any problem? Please count. Okay, what is the problem here? Why? Because of this. Oh no, this maybe this is because of this. Okay, now it should work. Like when I click on increase count, first of all I have to press it. If I click on this, it is working every time. The page is mounted. But if I put here a empty array, it will work only once. Like it it is when it was mounted, it print on console page is mounted, but it is not working every time it is updating the component. So if we write here like without empty array, it will up- it will render it will print every time the component will re-render. Okay, this is the two way, but there is one more way. Let's suppose I want to uh, show side effect when a specific variable will change. Let's suppose I make one more state here and writing it here age comma state age and use state use state and age will be, let's suppose, 11. Okay, and I'm writing it here uh h1 and age, and then a button which will state age and here age plus 1. Okay, got it. Which was also that increases, and I I want to make a use effect for my age. Like how can I make like this? I have to write age here in my dependency, and I'm writing here age is updated. Age is updated. Now check what is happening now. Initially the age is 11. When I clicking on increase count, age is updating, but it is not showing age is updating. Once it is rendering, but when I'm clicking on count, but it is not showing age is updated. But when I click on increase age, it showing age is updated and also printing page is updated. Let's see it again. It will get increased by one. Page is updated and age is updated. You can see it again. Page is updated, age is updated. Okay, these are the main three ways. Here for using this, we can show the side effects in the component. The very common mistake, forget the dependency array, and this is for today. We can use our use effect using like props also. Like I can use here prop also, and there are many different ways. But the very basic thing is this three way, and there is only three way. But after this, you can use this basics into your project in various way. Like you can make it like you can make a component outside the app, and if that component will re-render, you can also make for that also. So that is for the day, and thank you for watching.